Before we get started with the show, I'd like to thank our sponsors. Our first sponsor is Atmos Planning, financial planners turning visionaries into meaningful millionaires. Our second sponsor of the day is Planet Duct. Reach out to them for any of your air duct cleaning needs. Now, let's get on with the show. Welcome back to the COS Business Podcast, the #1 podcast in Colorado Springs. I'm sitting here today with Brandon James Kirk with HydroClean. Not HydroClean. Planet Duct and HydroClean, you got some things working on that. I'll let you talk about that if you want, if you can, sure. If you're allowed to. Yep. So could you tell us a little bit about your business and what you guys do? We'll talk about Planet Duct. We'll aim around that.
Okay. So yeah, I do have the HydroClean family of companies, which is Planet Duct, our air duct cleaning division, and then HydroClean Carpet Cleaning, which is our carpet cleaning division, which I've had since 2011.
Okay, yeah, and we've talked about that a little bit on the first episode. Yep. If you don't know, Brandon was the first episode of this podcast. I reached out to a few people, and you were the first one to jump on. And we went to your office, and since then we've kind of innovated and changed up some things. The podcast has changed. Actually, that first episode was audio only. So yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, so before we get started, we'll roll the intro music, and then we'll dive into more of what you've been doing, everything that's been going on, and all that stuff. And roll the intro music, Marcus. Awesome. It's supposed to be playing, but it's not. Now it is. But now it's delayed, so I gotta shut it off. A lot of these times, these real moments. I sometimes I'll edit them out. Sometimes I'll keep them in. It's real. It keeps it interesting. People get bored of formats quickly, anyway. So.
Oh yeah. Plus, if it's more natural and less artificial.
Yeah, exactly.
People dig that.
Yeah. So speaking of artificial, I don't even know why I said that, but.
Yeah, artificial sweetener, yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of artificial, what's been real in your business and life?
What's been real? We've had a very explosive year, a lot of growth, and then of course this last week was just huge, where I was first nominated a couple months back, and then just the other day it was announced that I'm the 2021 Small Business Person of the Year.
Yeah,
and that was. I was just
announced by
blown
who?
Away. That's by the Pike Peak SBDC and the Better Business Bureau, and then the whole thing was sponsored by U.S. Bank.
Okay. You were part of their event that they recently did.
Yeah, it was Small Business Week this last week. I believe it was like the 6th through the 10th, and there was a lot of events, a lot of different seminars and panels and learning opportunities, and then the award celebration on Thursday.
Okay. Yeah. So that's awesome, man. How does that feel?
It's surreal. I'm gonna tell. I have no problem telling people. I literally went home and cried.
Okay.
That's how much it meant. It was a validation that I was doing right. Mm-hmm. I was doing business right. I'm reaching out in the community and serving not only my customers, but the community as a whole, and of course our staff who have been absolutely amazing. I definitely recognize this as a team effort and a team win, not only for myself and our business, but all of our networking partners. As people know, I network all over the city. Mm-hmm. I'm in so many different networking events and groups and different chambers of commerce all over the city. So, if people don't know me, it's a mystery why they wouldn't.
As business owners.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me fix something real quick on this audio. I think the noise gate is a little sensitive. I hear it trying to work.
Just step a little closer to it.
Trying to work on you. Yeah, I guess if you just come a little closer to that'll also work too. And also, I'm started sweating. I just started dripping, dude.
Yeah, it's a bit warm.
Yeah. The air sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't. So it's an old building.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So just make the mic your friend. Just come up close to it. Get that super late night talk radio.
That's funny.
Yeah. And you already got a radio voice too. I don't know if you've ever been told that before.
No.
You definitely got a voice that I think would be good for radio.
Oh well, I thought it was my Google search voice.
Yeah.
I try to speak all clear when I'm
okay.
Talking into the phone so it doesn't send me to the wrong place.
Yeah, exactly. Google. Okay, Google. Who did I activate?
Yeah, activate 3 people around you. It's like, oh, everyone's phones are going off.
No, for sure. Yeah. I don't even use that feature because it frustrates me. It never gets me right. Maybe I should get some advice from you. Does it work for you?
It works for me. Are you using an Android or?
Yes, Android.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I've had good luck with the Samsungs and the on the Android. I personally cannot stand iPhones. They're just not my deal. So.
That's funny. Yeah. I'm glad because someone yesterday they asked me why I didn't have an iPhone, and I told them because I don't.
Yeah, it's like because I'm Andrew and I do what I want.
Yeah, but no.
Funny.
I mean, I've had problems with Siri. I've had problems with the Google. I think maybe I just need to be more. What do they call that? Enunciate better. I don't know.
That could be it, or talk directly into the mic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
I mean,
I bet if I talk through it through here, it'd probably understand me because it's got more data to go off of. My voice is more clear. Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, I think as we go, I mean, with AI and everything else, and as the technology evolves and it learns from us, it's just gonna get better and better over time.
I didn't even think about the machine learning part about it. Yeah, like it's gonna learn like, okay, when this person says this word wrongly, it sounds like this, but it's actually this word, and it's just gonna pick up these things. I know that was like 3 levels like deep.
Yeah, it's like raising kids. My daughter, she says dolphin instead of dolphin. I mean, we think it's funny, but
dolphinately.
Yeah, dolphin. Yeah, we don't even bother to correct her because we think it's so funny.
Okay, turtly.
Totally. That's funny.
Yeah, I got that from. That's actually not my joke, but what's his name? The guy, he does a lot of things. Nick Kroll, something Kroll. I don't know, but he's a comedian, and he does like skits. In one skit, they're just talking about like they're saying dolphinately and turtly, and it was just funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So there's some words, some new vocab for some people to use. Yeah. So how's business been? What's it been looking like? What does growth look like from the last time we talked about?
Oh wow,
Planet Duct, I think.
Yeah. So for Planet Duct, we've got 4 trucks now.
Okay.
We're growing. We've got more staff, which has been hard. A lot of people have not been able to find staff in this current, I guess, employment environment. Mm-hmm. And we've been very lucky. We've been able to pick up some really good people. We're working especially with fostering hope here in town.
Okay.
Take young people who are basically aging out of the foster system, mm-hmm. and if they don't have any skills and they don't have a job and anywhere to go, they turn 18. Many times they just end up homeless. Mm-hmm. So we've got some people from there, and they've been absolutely fantastic. So
awesome.
That's been a blessing for us. But mainly word of mouth. We've gotten a lot of good staff. So we're growing. We're looking at expanding north, going into more into the Castle Rock, Castle Pines, Denver, South Denver area. Picking up more commercial work.
Sorry, I'm just trying to fix this.
Oh, yeah. No, I see you over there playing with it.
Yeah. I know that could be distracting. So
no, it's all good. But so we're expanding that and our service offerings. We're going to be doing some more services like internal duct sealing.
Was it my headphones that went out, or was that your voice too?
I don't know. My head.
Yeah. I think your voice is muting. All right, let me fix this before we move forward. Yeah, we don't want any bad audio. I think I went the wrong direction. That's what happened. This is a show where we have real conversations with entrepreneurs and business owners who are mostly in Colorado Springs, doing things in the community of Colorado Springs. All right. Okay, now test it real quick.
Hello, I'm here.
All right, I don't think it should be cutting you out anymore. I lowered the threshold to where it probably won't.
Okay.
Probably.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so where were you at? What were you saying?
Just about us expanding our territory and our service offerings. We've got great staff, and luckily, we've all been pretty healthy, which is good. Very few instances of anyone having to drop out from COVID.
Okay, good.
Which is very nice. And of course, we do all the stuff we're supposed to be doing, the temperature checks and the sanitizing the equipment and all that stuff. And somebody's like, okay, I don't feel so good. I'm like, okay, well, you stay home and we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So we've been very lucky in that. And if our customers had any reservations, or said, if they called us and said, you know what, we have somebody in the house and they're not feeling good. We're like, hey, let's reschedule.
Yeah.
health is going to be obviously more important than business and revenue any day. So that's just a mindset we want to keep. And I mean, that's where we're going. I've been working with my staff, and part of what we're really working on in our culture is teaching our guys the abundance mindset.
Yes.
And that's just been absolutely huge for us. Doing a lot of work with Frank Sinclair on our culture, and it has been amazing just to see how it's affected our staff for, in many positive ways.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So,
Yeah.
so with COVID, you being an employer and everything, have you experienced, I guess you can't know for sure, but I was just imagining how a lot of people probably would take advantage of it and, call in saying that they got COVID because they didn't want to work. Have you seen any of that?
We've seen a little bit of that, and you know what? And I'm figuring if we run into that, and I'm like, okay, go get tested. Let us know what the results are. And yeah, there's been a few I've had a question about, but you know what? I'm like, maybe they just need a mental health day, and I'm like, just
Nice.
take it off, and let us know, before you come back what the results are. We'll obviously temperature check you at the door and make sure everything's good. And as long as you're symptom free, you can come to work. If you don't think you're symptom free, or we discover that you've got a temperature, obviously, yeah, you're going to stay home, and we're going to follow the protocols. But yeah, we've seen a little bit of that, and I'm not going to stress out about it because this last year has been so stressful for everyone as it is. We recognize, hey, if maybe they just need some time.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's great. I love hearing that, man. That's why you are who you are, and where you're going and everything. I see that. That's huge, I think, and that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so what do you think have been some of the main contributing aspects of the growth that you're seeing with Planet Duct? I know you were talking about how you're already like 3-4 years in.
No, we started March 31st of 2019, so we're just over 2 years in.
Yeah, and you're already seeing much more growth faster than your business that you've had since 2011.
Yeah, we're scaling at a rate 10 times faster than I did with my other carpet cleaning division. But that's simply because we've learned from the mistakes. This is how you scale. This is how you don't scale. These are the things to avoid. And I've already been through this. I'm not as afraid of these things as I was before. So I'm quicker to take action, and to watch out for pitfalls. And I guess the biggest thing is avoiding distractions that are disguised as opportunity.
What are some of those, do you think?
It's like, here's a new shiny product you could offer, or, hey, maybe you guys need to expand into this or expand into that. And if we chased after every single thing that we could expand into, we'd be spread so thin and be so disorganized and out of focus that the overall effect would be negative instead of positive. So I believe in doing what we do and being experts at what we do, doing that one thing right before you expand into anything else, not jump into 20 different things.
Yeah, and what are some of the things that you fine tune with that one thing?
Oh, well,
that's like that just sets you apart from everyone else.
Well, our biggest thing is I hold very high expectations of my staff, and we basically clean to a higher standard than all of our competitors. I mean, there is a written standard for how our work is supposed to be done. We follow that standard, but we actually exceed it.
Okay.
So there are steps that are not required in the standard, and I'm like, we're going to do them anyways. We're going to,
Nice.
you don't have to rotary brush every supply line. We do it anyways.
Nice.
Because it's only going to make it like 1% cleaner if you do it, if you add that step. I don't care. I want that 1%. I want to be that 1% better in everything that we do.
Yeah.
So
okay.
all those little 1% add up to a lot.
You should have brought one of the folders that you have for Planet Duct. We could have showed it to the thing. I think that's one of those 1% things. I mean, it's just like it's such a small but big, powerful thing, and it looks so good. It's well designed.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we have a great printer here in town I've worked with for over a decade.
Nice.
And he designed it and he put it together, and I was very happy to get the presentation folders.
He does the graphic design as well?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
I send him my images and he put it together.
Do you mind shouting them out?
Sure, yeah. John and Barbara Donovan over at Express Printing.
Okay.
They're off of like North Carefree and Academy.
Nice.
They're tucked back in there, but they're just a great small family company, and they've done work for me for over a decade, and I'm so pleased with their work.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's good. That's good business relationship too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and we've known them so long. I mean, I go there, and they've got their dog in the shop. I go pet their dog. I love their dog.
Nice.
And we've cleaned their house. We've cleaned their ducts. We've done their carpets multiple times over this last decade. And so it's, boy, I'd say it goes beyond business. I mean, it is a true friendship.
Okay, for sure.
I mean, and we have so many of those with people that we work with. You think, oh, we're to do business, and then we hit it off, and we just develop a friendship that lasts years and years. That's what I love about the business environment in this city.
Yeah.
It's amazing, and people are willing to work together and collaborate like no other place in this country.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's amazing,
and I believe that. You know, I've heard that a lot, and I could definitely see. I'm starting to see that more and more because I don't have anything to compare it to. But there's certain things that are standing out that I'm noticing as well.
Yeah, I've had long discussions with people like Mike Schoening. We've talked about how this is literally going to be the entrepreneurial hub of the country.
Okay.
If you talk to Jonathan Liebert over at the BBB, he pulls up the stats and the statistics for how we're doing business and are able to quantify all that. And it's like we have a unique business environment that's different than any other place in this country.
Nice.
And I mean, this is the place to be at this time in history if you want to do business.
Nice.
So that's how jazzed I am about this business community here, and just the community in general.
For sure, and no one else has a badass podcast like this, a business podcast like this either.
Yeah, this is the #1 business podcast.
Yes.
In the country.
Yes, that's what I mean. We can't have stats to back that up yet. But we're building there.
Well, it is because I said it is.
Okay. Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah, and yeah, man, that's cool. So is there any advice you would give to someone who wants to expand their business? Like, because some people they're just happy, having a small, one-man show. But someone who wants to expand and start growing, what are some of those things that you've learned in your other business that you're now applied to Planet Duct?
Oh, biggest thing is get out there and network with people. Get a business coach. I mean, I've had 2 amazing business coaches through the years. Jana Hoiberg here in town. She was my very first business coach. She literally saved my company from going under. Oh, this was back in about 2012, 2013.
Okay.
And she saved us from going under with the things she told us to do. It's like, you need to take immediate action or you're going to lose your company. And she was right. Frank Sinclair has also been the biggest thing. Now, I'm a business coach myself. I coach other entrepreneurs and people who are doing startups and everything. But everyone needs to realize, even if you're a coach, you need to have your own coach because you cannot see your own blind spots. So that's why I'm telling people, get a business coach, get a mentor, and get out there and network with people, because whoever you meet could be the solution to either your next problem or somebody else's problem that you run into.
For sure, yeah. Everyone knows someone.
Oh yeah.
Even if it's not them specifically, they know someone that probably will need your service.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that and just putting good things out in the community and letting the law of attraction, the law of reciprocity, karma, let it all flow. And it's been amazing to watch. You put good things out, good things come back, maybe not in the way or the time you think it's going to happen, but especially in this community, it's been amazing to watch people come together.
Yeah, no, for sure. So this event, Unconditional, let's talk about that a little bit.
Sure.
We had Michael on the show, and the event has actually changed for anyone tuning in. It's not going to be at the end of August anymore. It's going to be moving to February, or
we're looking at January, February. Mike Schoening, along with many of the other speakers, got together and said, you know what? I think we're going to push this back because we want to have a greater impact, and we want to be able to have time to get the word out about it and make it the most successful event that it can be. So I think moving it back to January, February, possibly changing the venue is going to be a very good thing for everyone involved. The speakers, it gives us more time to prepare. I mean, I'm ready to go drop bombs. I'm ready to go crazy and just unleash the Kraken on the crowd and give them all the knowledge and advice and all of our success secrets. But I think we just need more time, and I think Mike Schoening made a very good decision to push it back. So it'll be January, February. There'll be more information coming out. I'll be promoting it all over the place as well.
Okay, sweet.
So yeah. So there's that, and then I've got another speaking engagement coming up August the 1st. There's a Men's Betterment Expo. I'll be speaking there
at 3 East Comedy Club, right?
3 East Comedy Club. Yep, at 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's going to be an all-day event. I'm very excited about that, teaching men how to become not only better businessmen but just better men. So I'm very, very excited about that.
I'll be there. I just talked with John Adams yesterday. I'm going to be doing the live streaming.
Oh, that's going to be excellent. Yeah, and John Adams, just an amazing person doing very good things in the community. So I'm very stoked about what he's got going on there.
I found out yesterday that he's a conductor on a train. That's one of the things he does. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. I didn't know that either.
Wow.
I was like, that's cool. Yeah.
That is cool. Right on.
Yeah, man. So, 1 second.
Sure.
I shouldn't have took a drink right when I was about to say something.
Well, you can't let your mouth get too dry anyway.
No, for sure. I should have brought you some water. My bad.
That's all good.
I'm a terrible host right now.
Oh, good. I had some on the way up.
Okay, so. Good. We need to get some more water. Some more water.
A little mini fridge in here.
Yeah, definitely. That would be a good idea. A little mini fridge, because we could even provide treats. Cold cloches.
There you go.
Yeah, man. So I know you like a little bit of Bitcoin, don't you?
Oh, I do. Yeah, I love some Bitcoin. I've got some cryptos. I'm doing some Shiba Inu. I've got I'm holding on about 28 million Shiba Inu right now.
Okay.
I was like, come on, just hit a penny,
Yeah, okay. How much is 28 million Shiba Inu right now?
Oh gosh,
in US dollars.
A couple $100.
Okay, yeah. It's not too much. Yeah.
No, it's not a lot of money, but the potential.
But if it goes to a penny, then that's like a 10,000% increase or something like that.
Yeah, I think if it hits a penny, I'm going to make 2.8 million.
Okay.
So I'm like, please just hit a penny.
Yeah. I mean, it's a small investment, for that risk.
Yeah, it is. And if you got some disposable, obviously I'm in Doge. I love Dogecoin.
Okay.
I think I like it just because there's a dog on it.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Doge too. That's actually the one that I'm invested more than all three, or I'm invested in 3 of them. But,
I'm trying to get another one, but I've had nothing but obstacles and roadblocks getting in my way. I'm trying to buy SafeMoon.
Okay.
But
I'm staying away from all those extra ones. Those extra. The only altcoin I trust is Doge.
Yeah, Doge is cool, but yeah. I'm running into obstacles because it's not in any of the big exchanges, and you've got to do a whole bunch of stuff with Pancake Swap and everything else to try to purchase stuff. But
it can get sketchy.
It is sketchy, and there was another company I lost. I've got 2,600 Doge in a foreign account. I can never have access to because they're no longer serving U.S. customers. I'm like, oh, my Doge is stuck in another country.
That's about $1,000 in Doge right now.
Probably.
Yeah, something like that.
No, Doge is only around 30 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2,600 Doge. It's not that much. It's a couple $100.
2,600.
Yeah, 2,600. I do math now.
Yeah, we're making you do math here.
Maybe $700.
Yeah, close to 1,000. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So okay, not a ton, but I was like, oh, kind of sad.
What's up with it? It's in a foreign account?
Yeah, I hooked up with one of the exchanges called Hit BTC back in 2018. But there's been a lot of sketchy stuff there. It's like a lot of people are speculating what they did is they sold off everyone's Doge, tried to make a profit, and they haven't been able to buy it back to give it back to their customers. And it was, very sketchy. And then they're no longer serving U.S. customers. And for you to try to change things on their website, you basically have to go in with a VPN and ghost like you're from somewhere else to even use your account. So that was a little frustrating, a little disappointing. I was able to get a little bit of my Ripple, my XRP off of there, and that's sitting in a wallet, which I have no idea where I put the information for that one. But
that's exactly why they say not your keys, not your money. Essentially.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you don't have the keys, it's not your wallet. And and then you can lose it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like technically, Robinhood is not a good platform to use it on.
Yeah, I've never used that. I mean, I've had some stuff at Coinbase. Let's see, where else do I have crypto.com. I love that.
Okay.
And do my stocks at E-Trade. I can't remember what. There's another service out there. I've got Webull. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Webull on my phone. I've got stuff through Webull, both cryptos and some stocks. But I mean, I'm horrible at picking stocks. If you say, hey Brandon, I really want this stock to tank, could you buy some? Because it's guaranteed to tank if I buy it.
Okay, I got you.
I just have the worst luck with stocks. So I picked up a whole bunch of like, legal marijuana stocks and stuff like that. So, and some other stuff and Sundial and stuff like that. And they've all tanked. But
yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big investor either. I just started getting into crypto recently, so
sure. And if it's disposable income, I'm not going to cry about it. It's it's like, okay, I lost that money. Okay, big deal.
For sure. Only invest what you can afford to lose is what they say.
Exactly. And if you're like, oh well, I lost it. Well, here's what I tell people. In that case, you didn't actually lose it. You just paid tuition in the School of Hard Knocks.
Yeah,
and that's
no,
it.
for sure. Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely a good way to look at it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and crypto, it's what it is. What it is. Yeah. We'll see how it plays out. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely got a future, but it's just an uncertain future at this point.
No, for sure. Yeah, especially with the ways governments can control everything and. That's the whole point of it, though, is trying to take some of that control out of it.
Yeah, I mean,
but I think it's going to be there no matter what, because stuff's going to be regulated.
Yeah, I'm sure the SEC is going to become more and more involved in it and try to regulate it, and people are, of course, going to try to set up their own little countermeasures and figure out, how can I do this without them interfering? Do I need to go offshore, whatever? I'm sure we're going to see a lot of that, which is fine. I mean, I'm still stoked about it. I think it is going to be that, and AI are going to be huge for the future.
Oh yeah, I mean, AI is going to be huge for the end.
Oh yeah, well,
not the future.
Well, if Skynet activates, we're all done anyway.
Yeah, we got to get ahead of that as well.
Oh yeah.
So you have a YouTube channel as well, right? Where you release videos that kind of just are some good, positive, informational things that people can learn from, right?
Yeah, I've got a little business little video blog that I do, and I know I should post to it more often, but when I'm working 80 hours a week, like I do every week, I really post them when something really speaks to me, and when I'm like, this needs to be said.
Yeah,
and people who know me know that I will sugarcoat nothing.
Yeah,
and I speak the blunt, honest truth, and I don't really care about your feelings, because if your feelings are getting in the way of your success, that's a problem. So,
what's some of the titles that you've done? What was that vampire one?
Oh, beware of psychic vampires.
Psychic vampires, yeah.
That's one. Yeah, you get these people that want to drain your life force out of you. They come to you with all their problems. They take up your time. They take up your energy, and by the time you're done talking to them, they've basically stolen your life force. Now they're off. They feel better because they got to unload. They don't want to listen to any of your actual solutions to their problems, because that's not what they're looking for. And then when you're all done, you feel drained and your morale is down. So these people are very toxic. And I try to say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and put some boundaries up to protect myself from people who are just going to steal my energy. And these people don't have boundaries, and if you don't establish them, they're gonna take your time away from you, and that is obviously your most valuable commodity.
Yeah.
More than money. I can get more money.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't get my time back.
Yeah,
it's gone forever.
And not only just the time that they're occupying your space in, but the energy that they drained from you.
Oh yeah.
Which is the vampire part.
That's the vampire part. Yep.
Yeah.
Just taking your life force.
So what's another title? What's another one you talked about?
Oh boy. I talked about people who procrastinate, and basically it's fear-based procrastination. They procrastinate because they want to come up with every excuse. Well, I'm thinking about, I'm planning on, I'm fixing to, I'm analyzing, we're working on that. When really everyone knows they're full of crap. They're afraid to make a move. And because of their fear, they're never going to.
Yeah.
And then when they're 60, 70 years old, it's going to be, I coulda, I shoulda, I woulda, you know, I thought you were fixing to, you were working on that. What happened? Well, I didn't take any action because of my fear.
Yeah.
You know, I was just thinking about Dune the other day too. You know, fear is the mind killer.
Okay.
You know, I remember that from the movie. I love Dune. Apparently, they're coming out with a new one.
Okay.
So,
Well, I don't know if I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, a new version of Dune.
I don't know if I'm familiar with the original.
You don't know Dune?
It sounds familiar. Remind me.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, I think the first one came out in the early 80s.
Okay.
And it had Patrick Stewart in it and a bunch of other great actors. And yeah, they've got, this guy's basically a messiah figure. And he discovers that, you know, through his journey that, yeah, he is actually the messiah. But they've got these big, huge dune worms, I mean, that are massive. And they, you know, they're chasing after these worms and these, it's really involved.
It's like Tremors.
Basically, except Tremors, but the worms are about 1,000 times bigger.
Okay.
I mean, and the guys, they literally ride them. I mean, the 20, 30, 40 guys get up and ride them across the desert. But
a new one would be great with the technological advances.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
actually, in the original too, Sting was in it.
Okay.
Which was really cool. I was like, oh, Sting did a cameo in it. It was fantastic. So, but yeah, if you've never, you need to go watch the Dune movies.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, there's more than one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing: they came out with the original, the one, and then several people have tried to make their own version of it, and yet another one is coming out. But the preview I saw on it, I was like, oh, this is good.
Okay.
This is good. So I'm
Zack Snyder cut.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I just saw it and I was like, oh, this looks neat. Of course, I'm into anything that's, you know, sci-fi, fantasy.
Same.
You know, any of that stuff, if it involves space or any, you know, anything with magic or anything cool like that. I mean, I'm all about that, or new technology.
Do you play Magic the Gathering?
I do not play Magic. I tried to sit down and play it. I have a lot of friends that play it, and they are much better than me at it.
Okay.
But yeah, I think the cards are nice. I'm like, ooh, those are nice cards. Of course,
They do have nice cards, yes.
They do, and they're collectible and
Great designs on them. Great artwork.
Oh, the artwork's fantastic, and some of these cards are worth a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
If they're taken care of. Same thing with Pokemon cards. You got you know, $50,000 or $100,000 Pokemon cards now. These you know, holographic, you know, Charizards and all this other stuff. So it's amazing. Yeah,
Logan Paul was wearing a Charizard on a necklace when he went to fight Floyd Mayweather. That was his bling. Was
that's
Charizard.
awesome.
A $50,000 Charizard.
that is an expensive Charizard. So,
yes.
Yeah, and actually, I mean, that's the kind of stuff I love. And in fact, a lot of people don't know, but I'm actually going to be pimping out my car here pretty quick.
Okay.
When you guys see it, it's going to be driving around town.
Oh, okay.
I'm taking my Porsche Boxster S.
Okay.
And it's going to be completely print wrapped. And all the scenes on it are from Battle Angel Alita.
Oh, I love that movie. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, so I just approved it the other day. They're ordering the vinyl, and yeah, you're gonna see that car driving around town.
Okay.
It's gonna be so.
Yeah,
dope.
I'll probably see it. You know, every car that is wrapped or unique, you just notice more, and that's actually why I don't like wrapping my cars, because I don't want to be noticed more.
But yeah, it's like with my company vehicles, and even my
Exactly,
my
yeah.
car. I've got my company logo on there, so I have to watch how I drive. I mean, I can't
True
give
that,
people.
yeah.
I can't give you the finger or anything like that. So like, oh, they're gonna call my company. They're gonna leave me a bad review. I have to really drive nice now.
Yeah, I had the COS business this sticker on the back of my car for a while, and like, you know, when people would tailgate me, and then I'd get mad. I was like, man, I gotta watch that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You wrap your car or you put a company name on it. You now have to be a better driver.
Yeah, or at least a more tolerant driver.
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, I mean, every now and then, yeah, we'll get a call on one of our guys. They're like, "Hey, your guy's cutting people off. He's driving." And then, of course, I'm pulling up the dash cam video, which is amazing. I can pull up the dash cam and the driver cam, and I can see whether the guy who's calling in is telling the truth, or if my guys or if one of my guys tries to, you know, say, "Oh, I wasn't doing that." I was like, "Oh, yes, you were, and you need to slow down." You know?
Yes. Oh, that's awesome. You can hold them accountable.
Yeah. No, it's beautiful. We've got the dash cams.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dash cams and driver cams.
Does it only activate when the car turns on, or?
Anytime there's power to the car, the cameras are recording, which is amazing. I mean,
that is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, because we actually found somebody kind of wrecked one of our vehicles and tried to, well, not tell us about it.
One of your employees?
It was
Okay.
one of my former employees.
Okay. No, for
Yeah.
sure.
That's funny.
There's some advice that I heard from Gary Vaynerchuk recently on hiring, and I just kind of want to throw it out there
Yeah.
too, and just hear what your thoughts are on it, because hiring is something that I'm really focusing on and trying to learn because I need to. And he basically says when it comes to hiring, and I think this is the most simplest, awesome way to word it. He says, hire fast, fire faster, and promote the fastest. That last piece is like a vital part to the whole thing, because when you're promoting the fastest, that means you're actually rewarding the people who are doing the good work, and it's just all fast, I guess, but fastest.
I agree. If you're gonna let somebody go, make it a clean cut, as nice as you can.
And he says do it fast.
Yeah, and very fast. It's like you don't fit our culture. You don't want to pull your weight. You're making everyone else work harder, or we just don't think, we run into a situation where somebody's got the questionable characters, like, well, you interviewed pretty good, but you're really not meeting up with what you said you were. And we try to make that clean cut very quickly, not drag it out over weeks and months. And I need to find a reason to fire this guy, and I don't have to do that. It's like I need to get him going, get somebody into that place who's going to match our culture and our expectations.
How do you go about that?
Well, I reach out to my networking partners first, because I was like, do you know somebody? And they know the type of people I'm looking for. They know what we expect. Somebody who's going to work hard and fit in with fit in with everyone else and get along and want to help us. Basically, I tell people, it's like, when you come here, you're helping build an empire, and they need to be down with that.
Yeah.
And we've had people, they just didn't mesh with the culture. They didn't want to get to know the other guys. They didn't want to, they didn't care whether the company succeeded or failed. And I was like, well, we need to get rid of those.
Yeah.
And my biggest thing is, when I hire somebody, I'm looking to hire somebody who can do things that we can't already do. Somebody's got skills that I don't have, or the rest of my crew doesn't have, so that we can all learn more. So if I can get somebody in, it's like, oh, you've done that before. Oh, we run into that every now and then. Let's see how this works, and see if we can all learn something.
Yeah. And like when you said your networking partners know the kind of standard that you're looking for, as me being one of your networking partners, I can vouch for that, because I've had lots of friends from Kansas City who want to come out here and work, but I don't send them to you if I don't think that they're to your standards. That's why you haven't gotten any from me.
No, and that's perfectly okay.
Yeah.
Because it would be better for them to find a place that works for them. I don't want them to come to work for me and be miserable.
Well, I'm talking about people too, specifically kind of how we were talking about a lot of those people. I should do this, I'm going to do that, never really actually doing anything. And I could just, these are some people that are just kind of all talking. So it's like, and they never did move out here. So
yeah. Well, yeah, in which
so it
case
kind of shows it
becomes a non-issue, but yeah.
But I tell people, like, if they want, like, I know so many business owners, I could get someone a job in almost any industry, essentially.
Yes.
So
Yeah, and people go,
in Colorado.
yeah, and I've got tons of partners. They're all looking for people, and they want good people. I mean, I've got moving companies, and I've got cleaning companies, and if people have any experience, especially in electrical, plumbing, any of the trades out here, you can write your own ticket in Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
The trades need people bad. That's why, like, people like Diego, who Lujan, who are opening a trade school. I'm so excited about that, because the trades have been neglected, especially in the schools, and I think we're starting to see that now when there's such a shortage of able workers.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, man. So I guess we can start wrapping this up here.
Sure.
Here. Is there anything else you'd like to promote or talk about?
Other than our business and who we are, I would say networking events. There's some great ones out there. Oh yeah, 1 Million Cups. I've recently been selected to be one of the coordinators at 1 Million Cups, and I'll start my orientation training over the next 2 weeks. 1 Million Cups is a fantastic place, and it's not necessarily a networking event. This is more like a
Entrepreneurial support group.
An entrepreneur support group, exactly. Yeah, where you can go and you can learn from other entrepreneurs and learn from their successes and their failures, and we can support each other. We can challenge each other's assumptions about business. And there's a great I can't even say the word. Camaraderie there.
I think you're throwing an extra A in there somewhere.
Yeah, but so yeah, Wednesday mornings, 9 o'clock, 3 East Comedy Club downtown. If you're a business person, especially if you want to tell your story, you get 6 minutes on stage to tell your story. Your journey as an entrepreneur. It's not a sales pitch. You're up there to tell us, how did you get from where you were to where you are now? And then you get 20 minutes of Q&A from the audience to say, hey, where people can ask you questions. Well, what about this? What about this? Have you thought about doing it that way? And they'll question you. They'll challenge your assumptions, but they'll also encourage you. And it's just a fantastic place to go. So I'm definitely recommending, if you're a business person and you want to grow, 1 Million Cups is something you should check out, and it's free.
Yeah.
It's free. And I'm very excited about becoming a coordinator there. And I think that's going to be awesome. So I'd say if I was going to promote anything today, 1 Million Cups.
That's awesome. And I'm there every Wednesday too. So
yes, you are. Yep, you're a videographer, and everyone definitely appreciates the hard work you do. Because it's a lot.
It is, yeah. It definitely, it's because I get there an hour early. So 1 Million Cups for me is not just an hour. It's like almost a 3-hour time commitment every Wednesday. And then I also cut the videos and send them to every presenter, so the presenters get high quality footage of them on stage, which helps them out so much to look professionally. Like if you've never been on stage and you have a video, if you have video of you on stage, like that just is good. Good, I guess, whether it's for resumes, marketing, for acquiring clients, just lets them know that you're out there doing things, and it just looks good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good content. And I've taken the video you did of my talk at 1 Million Cups, and it's on my Brandon Kirk channel. I've got it on my social media all over the place, and it's just part of my. Okay, you want to have Brandon come out and do a speaking event? All right. Well, here's a sample.
Yeah, exactly. Have you gotten any other footage of you speaking on stage?
Yeah, I've got footage of me speaking at Life Skills High School a couple years back. I was their keynote speaker at graduation.
Do you want to do more speaking?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
you should put together a speaker reel.
I need to work on that because my goal eventually is when I retire, that I am going to spend my time traveling, and I'm going to be a national and international speaker.
And you're going to go to Tokyo.
I am going to go to Tokyo. Yep, Nagano.
I think that's coming soon, though, right?
Actually, I'm going to push it off another year because COVID kind of delayed. I was going to go this March during the Tanabata Festival.
Okay.
And I want to go to the Nakano Broadway. It's basically the birthplace of anime.
Okay.
And cosplay and all that. I mean, it's a nerd's paradise. That's where I want to go. But yeah, I'm gonna push it off another year.
Okay.
Simply because
I think we talked about that last time you were on the show.
Yeah, the COVID delay. So, but I'm still looking forward. I think it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, sweet, man. Well, cool, man. I guess we can start wrapping this up. It was great having you on for the third time. Thank you for all the support you've had for the show from just everything, man. It's been amazing. This show probably wouldn't exist without you. I mean, that's the truth.
Wow. Well, I definitely appreciate it. I'm very excited about what you guys are doing here. I mean, both the podcast and your business, VM and Visuals. Very excited about where you guys are going.
Yeah, man. Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
This has been the COS Business Podcast here with Brandon Kirk today, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Yeah. Yeah, we have live studio audience now.
That's awesome. Live studio audience. That's awesome. That usually costs extra.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh. I think it's the longest episode you and I have done, too.
Yeah. The first episode was like 20 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
And it was funny because